You're the one in the mall, right? Okay, well, that that's where that's where. Okay. Well, first I went to ask questions, and nobody, was available because it was busy. And then I asked, about the regular guy, and that I dealt with, and they said he wasn't there anymore. Can't remember his name. He sat kind of at the end. Well, yeah, so I called, and then on the phone they said we're very busy right now, so I left my name and number, and they never called back. And I even left a voicemail, and they never called back. So that was the 5th and the 6th. And then, you mean like a different service provider? So what I did was I went to the credit union for the first time. I can't remember which day. And they said that the insurance ICBC computer was broken down. So could that explain why you guys were not able to catch up and call people back? Or okay, so can you tell me about the breakdown maybe? Because maybe the complaint should be with ICBC because okay, so Dean, the question was because I asked the same thing to the credit union, and I think the answer kind of was 1 day. Is it 1 day that their computers were down that you guys were not able, or is it more than 1 day? Okay, so I'm trying to find out, what.
I have no idea. I would have no idea what the, because again, because I don't know what day you're in, we have no record of you being in our system at all. It doesn't look like we've ever
Yeah,
done a
so
transaction
Dean,
for
so
you.
Dean,
So
right
we don't
now,
have a relationship to have this back and forth. I guess what I'm saying.
so right now, Dean, is you're being so defensive, protecting your business that you're not answering my question, which relates to ICBC.
So
Mike,
okay, so
Mike,
the first question is, I don't know. There is no mechanical way for me to know what days ICBC has been broken down over the course of the last year. That would be a conversation with
no,
ICBC.
I'm asking about last week. So didn't you guys have issues with the website you need to use to renew or do insurance stuff with people?
So I'm trying to give you an honest answer. I have no idea, but I can give you ICBC's number, and you can query them on what service gaps they had last week.
On your email, it says you're the branch manager, and you're saying that you don't know when your offices were unable to use ICBC's services because of their breakdown.
I'm what I'm saying is from time to time, ICBC has issues. We don't track all their issues over time. That would be impossible. Also, City West has internet breakdowns all the time. I can't track them over time. That would also be impossible. So I'm telling you, I cannot give you a meaningful answer to your question. We can phrase it as many ways as you want. I don't have your answer.
Okay, so last week is out of your memory,
Was
out of
some
the.
part of my answer unclear? Was any part of my answer unclear? Because maybe I'm not the person. Maybe you want to talk to ICBC directly. I think I'm being clear. I have no mechanical way of knowing what service breakdowns occurred last week at the four different locations that I oversee. But ICBC can give you an exact breakdown of their services over time, and they can probably back that up for a year because they keep those records.
Yeah, so I'm not against calling ICBC after I get your answer. I mean, there's two insurance providers in Prince Rupert. So I already asked the credit union. I want to verify if it's the same answer with you. And
I
they
don't
were
have that answer.
so
I don't have that answer.
so you were saying you don't know which day, if any, last week that ICBC and, of course, your office personnel would have noticed, right? That something's wrong, right?
You know what? Because we're clearly not communicating well over the phone, why don't you send this all to me in an email? I will send this up to our corporate office. They may respond to you within 30 days.
Yeah, so this is really weird responses you're giving me. It's a...
Because you're asking me questions that I can't possibly answer, and I've tried to explain that to you that I can't possibly answer, but that doesn't seem to work for you. So now I'm trying to figure out other ways to communicate that, and because this is not, well, I'm wasting a ton of your time, wasting a ton of my time. If you want to put this all in writing, I can send this to a corporate official, and they can respond to you in a timely fashion.
Okay, so for example, it's like you asking me, hey, Martin, which day last week did you go put gas at Chevron? And I say, well, I'm not sure. I'm going to look for my receipt. My receipt says it's that day. But I wouldn't like be defensive with you and say you have to call Chevron's head office. Like
No,
it's...
fair enough. So one of the things is we've never done business with you. There's no record of us doing business with you. So I have some random guy ask me taking the last 45 minutes
Oh,
of
okay,
my day,
Dean. Dean.
asking me to do stuff which I
Okay.
can't do.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we don't have, like, we don't do your home insurance, we don't do your business insurance. I don't see any record of us doing your car insurance. We don't have a relationship with you. I've got a random email. I actually was phoning just to see if this was spam, and now asking me, hey, you know, City West, ICBC have service outages all the time. A whole bunch of them were last week. Can you give me the exact date and time of all those outages? And the practical answer is, I simply can't do it. It is simply not possible. But you're not happy with that answer, so I figure maybe I can get you put in writing. I can give somebody who can give you a far more politically correct answer.
Okay, so yeah, I'll send you back an email then, and we can keep doing just emails. You're the one that wanted my phone number.
No, because I was actually wondering if this was spam because you don't show up in my
So
system
Dean,
at all.
you're really making my headache worse. First, let me speak a little bit more, and then you'll kind of not go on a wave of your assumptions and then give me my headache even worse. So, yes, I've been a client of you guys, and I already told you that there's a guy that I was told doesn't work there anymore the last time I went there to try to do business with him again. Yes, you guys provided me my collector's plate for my motorcycle insurance, and that guy also updated a few things on my insurance of my, motorhome camper van. So I exist in your records, and I can prove that.
So that's not fair enough. That's not showing up on my computer when I look for it. But if you want to send me a copy of those documents, I'll pull those up for sure.
And the way that you're looking for it is my name that you had from my email. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And can you spell my name? Because maybe, I don't know, somebody got it wrong.
Absolutely. I have Martin, Martin. I can't pronounce your last name, but it's Pariseau.
Yeah, that is my last name, and that is well spelled. So you're saying that I don't show up in your computer. Now, if I got insurance done, motorcycle and vehicle, would I not show up in your computer?
You should. That's why I'm curious about why you're reaching out to me, because you don't show up in my system. So now that being said, if it was just a collector plate and you ordered that through ICBC, that wouldn't necessarily show up on my system.
Well, it's not just that. It's also changes in things like addresses. Yeah, I've been there like 3-4 times.
Let me catch this, Martin. It's super busy on a Friday afternoon. Let me just cut to the chase here for you, okay? Your concern is because ICBC system was down, we were unable to process a document renewal for you, and as a result of that, you incurred some form of loss because you didn't have insurance. Is that kind of the nutshell here?
Yeah, so if you read my email, there is 3...
I'm really looking for a yes or no answer. Is that the nutshell of what you're talking about?
Okay, ask your question as a close-ended...
I'm going to hang up soon because I'm really just pressed on time here. I've got 40 minutes left of my day. I just want to know if there's anything I can action on this before I make you wait the weekend. So is there anything I can action on this today?
No, I'm okay waiting the weekend. I'll send you a more specific email at the same one you sent me with more details. And again, you don't have to be defensive because I might take entirely all the blame for this. But the thing is for me to do that, I need people to answer simple questions, and I can make them out to be yes or no questions for you in the email. All right?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye bye.